If you've ever wondered about the power literature has to challenge our conceptions of morality, violence, and freedom, A Clockwork Orange is the book that will open your eyes to new perspectives. Burgess created a work that not only reflects the dilemmas of his time, but also remains deeply relevant in today's world, where conflicts between social order, human behavior, and personal freedom are still at the center of the most complex debates. This book will motivate you to ask profound questions. What does it mean to be truly free? Is violence innate, or is it something society shapes within us? What role does authority play in controlling individual behavior? The genius of A Clockwork Orange lies in its ability to make you think, to unsettle you, and at the same time to keep you deeply immersed in the life of a protagonist who is as captivating as he is disturbing. If you've ever felt curious about how literature can challenge your mind, then this novel is a transformative read that will take you down unexpected paths. The story is set in a dystopian future and follows the life of Alex, a 15-year-old boy who leads a gang of violent, nihilistic teenagers. The narrative, which employs a language invented by Burgess called nadsat, a mix of teenage slang with Russian and Anglo-Saxon influences, is a fundamental part of the immersive experience the book offers. This language pulls you into Alex's mind and his view of the world, distorted by violence and a twisted pleasure in causing harm, yet paired with a surprising sensitivity to classical music, especially Beethoven. Through a series of episodes, the book details how Alex and his friends embark on a wave of senseless crime and violence. The world Burgess presents is dark, chaotic, and in many ways deeply unsettling, because it reflects the moral void that seems to pervade the novel's society. However, this is not simply a story of juvenile gangs. It is a philosophical exploration of free will. As the plot progresses, Alex is subjected to a rehabilitation process that seeks to eliminate his inclination toward violence through a psychological conditioning method known as the Ludovico technique. This is where one of the book's central questions arises. If a person is stripped of their ability to choose between good and evil, are they still truly human? The protagonist, Alex, is one of the most memorable characters in literature. He is both charismatic and terrifying. Despite his atrocious actions, Burgess presents him in a way that forces the reader to confront the moral complexity of his behavior. Alex is not a one-dimensional villain. His love for classical music, his eloquence, and his youth contrast with his brutality, making him a character that is difficult to completely hate. Burgess achieves the delicate balance of allowing you to sympathize with someone who, at his core, is the epitome of chaos and evil. The portrayal of the secondary characters is also significant. Alex's gang, his droogs, represent different facets of juvenile delinquency, but none carry the same moral or philosophical weight as Alex. However, their interactions with him are key to understanding the dynamics of power and leadership within a group based on violence. The adults, on the other hand, are portrayed as powerless or corrupt figures, unable to control the chaos that youth unleashes. The figure of the Minister of the Interior, responsible for Alex's re-education, serves as the face of a totalitarian state that seeks to eradicate evil in a superficial way, without concern for the ethical consequences of its methods. One of the most powerful themes of A Clockwork Orange is the struggle for free will. The novel poses a fundamental question. Is it better for a human being to be free to choose evil, or is it preferable to be controlled and incapable of harm? The Ludovico technique that Alex undergoes is a representation of the extreme control society can impose to eliminate bad behavior, but at the cost of individual autonomy. This moral dilemma resonates in our current society, where debates over surveillance, social control, and personal freedom are more relevant than ever. Violence is another central theme. Burgess does not shy away from showing Alex's most brutal acts, but he does so in a way that, rather than glorifying violence, exposes it as a hollow and destructive phenomenon. As you read about the atrocities Alex commits, you will feel disturbed, but you will also be forced to reflect on the roots of this violence. Is it a consequence of a failed society, or something innate in human nature? In this sense, A Clockwork Orange becomes a mirror of our own social, cultural, and political tensions. Since its publication in 1962, A Clockwork Orange has been regarded as one of the most influential works of contemporary literature, not only because of its provocative plot and philosophical analysis of free will, but also because of the innovative style Burgess employs. The use of nadsat is not just a stylistic tool, but a way to create a distance between the reader and the graphic violence described, allowing for a more objective analysis of Alex's behavior. This invented language is one of the reasons the book has been hailed as a masterpiece, as it not only challenges literary conventions, but also creates a unique atmosphere that adds depth to the story. Another important aspect is how the novel has become a cultural reference, especially after Stanley Kubrick's 1971 film adaptation. While the movie is an impressive visual interpretation, the book remains irreplaceable due to the psychological and philosophical complexity that Burgess brings to his characters and themes. Often, film adaptations fail to capture the subtleties of literary narratives, and A Clockwork Orange is no exception. Reading the book will provide you with a deeper understanding of Alex's motivations and moral arc. Reading A Clockwork Orange is a transformative experience because it challenges your conceptions of what it means to be human. The duality that exists within Alex, the struggle between free will and control, and violence as a manifestation of social alienation are themes that will continue to resonate in your mind long after you've finished the book. It is a work that unsettles, forces you to face difficult questions, and ultimately makes you reflect on the nature of good and evil in humanity. If you are looking for a novel that not only entertains but also makes you think and reconsider your values and beliefs, A Clockwork Orange is the perfect choice. It's a dark journey, yes, but it's precisely this journey that will transform you as a reader and as a person. In the end, you'll understand that in Burgess's work, the true battle is not between good and evil, but between freedom and control. And that is a lesson that remains as relevant today as it was when the book was written. A Clockwork Orange is a literary masterpiece that combines captivating storytelling with a profound philosophical analysis of morality, free will, and violence. Anthony Burgess created a story that will draw you in from the start, but will also leave you pondering the state of humanity and the limits of individual freedom. If you haven't read it yet, this is a work that will challenge you, move you, and invite you to look beyond the obvious to find the most uncomfortable truths about our society and about ourselves. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this recommendation. Together, we form a community of readers united by the magic of reading and the adventure of discovering new stories. Thank you.